Durant fouled. And if it's on Tucker, that's going to be his fourth. As Tucker and Durant get into each other's space. Tucker now yelling at Kyrie Irving.
If you're Tucker, you got to be smart. Okay, it's going to be a double technical foul. You don't want to pick up another one and be ejected out of this ballgame.
Yeah, they'll be double technicals. I wonder if they might hand out another one for a third player who came in.
And that's a foul.
Yeah, that's going to be his fourth. And Durant said something right after that. Now face to face. That was, it appeared to be a security coming in that had the shove there. See, I think it's hard to tell if Tucker's yelling at Irving or the security guard who came barreling in.
Well,
Durant, the crossover, stolen by Westbrook, but he couldn't hold on. Westbrook saying no. Well, the official's going to have to step in sooner or later as these former star teammates jawing at each other, forehead to forehead.
Mike, and I guarantee you that has happened time and time again when they were teammates practicing against one another.
He has to create. Not sure he's ready for that just yet. Not against a 6'10" guy.
5 of the 18 turnovers for the Pels coming in the final 12 minutes of regulation. Curry's grab from behind. Free throws coming up for the second best free throw shooter percentage-wise in the NBA. And Cousins and Durant both thrown out of the game. Both get tees, and that's 7 for DeMarcus. At this rate, you only get 16, and then you're gone. And you don't even need that. They're already 3 out.
We have double technical fouls for the Warriors. Kevin Durant, Pelicans, Marcus Cousins. Both players have been disqualified in this contest.
Yeah, Draymond got in the middle. And he'd been talking to, he and Draymond have kind of a back and forth to begin with. And we saw that throughout the course of the night. But it was never much more than that.
Instinct, understand, particularly for himself, knows where he's going to miss it.
Oh, KD shoving Joker. The two future Hall of Famers mixing it up. I believe a technical was immediately called on KD. Left side of your screen.
Jokic threw the KD felt Jokic threw the left forearm shiver first, and they always catch the second one. My mother always told me that.
Anyone with siblings know the drill.
Gets a shot. There's a lot going on over by the Suns bench right now.
Where the Suns players had gathered around Monty Williams, who took his dry erase board out. Denver's players came over, which technically they had a right to do because it was on the floor. Then the push. So all kinds of chaos. Officials trying to quickly regain control of the situation. So this was the scene. You see Monty, Jokic trying to listen in. Then Bruce Brown, who knows KD well. They spent the last 2 years together. And then the push. Durant of Jokic.
I mean, Durant's not that strong. He's not that strong. A lot of flopping in this series.
All right. So KD has been assessed a technical foul. Now the officials are looking at the replay monitor.
Good setup for Jones. Missed it. Valanciunas had it for a moment. No, it flies to Bruce Brown. And here come the Denver Nuggets. And Bruce Brown and Kevin Durant jawing big time. Oh, yeah. Things are getting spicy here in Denver, Colorado. Curry says, bring it on. Their A game. Long range, Kevin Durant. And we got a technical foul. At least I thought that was a technical foul. It looked like it was on Hardaway Jr.
So Kevin Durant steps out here, makes that shot, and then along the sideline, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh, that's so light.
We saw Brown and Durant kind of going at it earlier in the second half. Just being physical, competitive atmosphere right now. Nuggets trying to force their way back into this game, and Houston trying to hold their ground.
Yeah, Durant. And the foul.
We played 6 minutes and 38 seconds, not a free throw. We do have substitution though. Miami is going to bring, they're still talking. Durant and Hero. We told you last year there's a dust up between Hero and Ahmed Thompson. Durant wasn't even on that team last year, but he still got beef with Hero.
Wow, I mean, something was said that Durant didn't like. You had a break in the play right there as officials went to the scoreboard to review that play. You come out, Durant was walking away. Tyler Hero said something, and immediately Durant turns back and says, "Excuse me." See, right there, he didn't like whatever Tyler Hero was saying. And Durant needs to stay in this game for the Rockets.
Double technical, which
Bain, here's Spencer for three. It's through! Cam Spencer! Grizzlies by 5. Pippen with the knockaway.
It went ready, and it went right to Kevin Durant after he made the shot.
And Durant barking at Bain. Spencer getting in the middle of it.
But the thing is, after he made the shot, and immediately looked dead at Kevin Durant after he knocked it down.
You said it, Brevin. You know, back in the day,
yes,
you weren't buddies and you weren't exchanging.
Let's see what happens here afterwards. Because he put his hand in his face. Desmond Bain's like, you're not having that with my teammate. And that's where he steps in just to let him know. And I can tell you this much, partner. This is the old Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And I told you in the first half that it was the bench that came in and got the game turned around, but it's also got the emotions of this basketball game turned around, and nobody less than that man right there, Cam Spencer.
So the review continues. You saw Cam Spencer and then Durant push a finger in the face.
Finds Plumlee. His book hits the deck. That ball trickles into the hands of O'Neal as Spencer touching Durant. And it'll be Spencer picking up the personal foul. And Durant, not sure what Ja's attempted to do, trying to get between he and Spencer, and continues to chirp at Durant. The two just sharing a little laugh. "18 points for KD, had 21 yesterday in his 38 minutes.
A little trash talking too.
I love competitive basketball. I'll tell you, I absolutely love competitive basketball. And the thing is,
that's what we're here for, right?
Well, the thing is, we
sound like a broken record, but those are the right plays. The difference is you don't have shooters stepping in the shots.
Durant fouled by Robertson, then has words. They're going to count the basket. Now Durant and Robertson go forehead to forehead. Durant still talking to him. The official's getting in the way. Durant obviously felt the foul was a little over the line. The former teammates jawing at each other.
He couldn't have been complaining about how hard that foul was. And that's not a hard foul. He fell hard into the stanchion, but
right.
That's not hard.
Not at all.
Now he said something right after. Then they got nose to nose. The officials breaking it up. A technical foul has been called on Andre Iguodala. You see Westbrook pushing Robertson away. Mark Davis just explained to us there was double technical on Robertson and Durant. They offset each other, so no free.
Hit you in the face, hit you in the eye, hit you wherever after every foul.
It'll be its continuation play. Let's see if they count it. Anthony Davis gets the three. Lexia Jensen got into it with Kevin Durant. And let's see if it's a continuation play because it was out of the hands of Anthony Davis. So this was well off the ball on the other side of the rim, right under it, basically.
Hey,
and
listen,
let's see.
If Alexi gets a double technical, whatever I like his aggression tonight. I love the way he's playing. This is what they need out of him every night. Block shots, talking trash, pushing guys. Durant's down there complaining, talking about he pushed him. Yes. Good job.
Why not?
Get in the mix.
And we've got
in a heartbeat.
Here you go, off the ball. And look who initiates it. It's Kevin Durant. They're calling it an offensive foul on Durant. All right, let's look again. Now here's the contact right there. Knocks him off. Well, that's what Draymond Green did to Anthony Davis.
6-second difference between game clock, shot clock.
Now down to 7. Iguodala's got him. Here's the crafty Williams again. Down to 3. Iguodala stayed down. That's almost an air ball. It ticked iron. They don't use a timeout at 3. Draymond at 2. They got to get a shot off, and they don't. It will go to overtime, which is still a win for the Warriors, but you would have loved to have had a shot to win the game. They didn't take a shot at the end of regulation, which is a little frustrating.
Well, Draymond was trying to get it to somebody, and he got a little tangled up there. A lot of defenders. Yeah, they were down 8 with 3:32 to go. They were down 5 with 2:51 to go. And Klay Thompson came through in the clutch here.
So now you've done this work and did it defensively. Did the 11-0. And now can you go grab this win? This is where KD, Iguodala, Klay with Draymond and Looney. Andre becomes.
He wants to pass the ball.
Durant is fouled by Chris Paul on the rim.
I don't know if that demonstrated that much strength that Royce needed to flex on that one. I don't know.
You're saying Royce should pick and choose when he flexes the muscles?
I mean, I'm sure Royce is very strong. I'm just not sure that play is the one that showed it.
Noted. O'Neal, loop it, knocked out of bounds. And Durant and Paul are talking in an animated fashion.
I love that. I love that. It's a competitive game. These are two of the great competitors we've had in the league, and they're going to do some talking. I like it. Let's raise the intensity level right here.
I mean, we can all read lips on the side. And a technical foul, double tees. Paul and Durant are still talking. Justin Van Dyne has said, hey, enough is enough. John Goble, Derek Collins, the officiating crew. So they let it go for a while on one end of the floor. It continued on this end.
Trying to box out Embiid, and there's some back and forth between these two teams. It's getting chippy.
KD and Embiid exchanging words, and I think this does go back to the last meeting between the two teams, and there might be some deeper history, of course. Double technicals have been assessed. And Durant came walking right towards Embiid. The officials got in between, so did LaMarcus Aldridge.
There's KD trying to guard Embiid.
Woo! Wow, he plowed right into him, and a foul called as Embiid went right into Durant. And there is a lot
They're
of
going
talking.
back and forth. They're going back and forth. We've seen this before in the previous matchups this year with Embiid and KD having words. And I'm here for it. I'm loving it. This is the competitive spirit and what you wanted to see. And KD's not going to back down. This is one of the greatest of all time. He's actually...
George Adams. And Adams has become a real force as Anthony and Durant get face-to-face, nose-to-nose. The officials breaking them up. You can't do that, Carmelo Anthony saying. Upset at something Durant did.
Carmelo Anthony's looking at Kevin Durant saying, don't do that. They locked arms the last moment. Durant tried to go through him. That's the only thing I can see. At this point, he tries to go through him, and that's when it gets to don't do that. But that's
much ado about nothing.
Much
right
ado
there.
about nothing, either way.
Let's see if they're double techs. I believe that's going to be the case. So,
Again, the one thing deficit has been devastating from the first half on. Pass is broken up. Fournier tells Durant that there was a push involved and they have some words.
Fournier on that entry pass there to Kevin Durant fouled him, and Durant, Fournier saying some things to one another, talking a little bit trash.
It's not talking French. They understand it.
Foul going the other way. So Harden had a 14-assist game in 2017 against the Spurs, 15 assists last year in the playoffs against OKC, and a 17-assist night tonight, and getting a little chippy. Marcus Smart shooing him away.
You know, I don't mind the chippiness, though. I mean, there's competitive players, especially with Marcus Smart. He can go back down from anybody. You know what I mean? And
Durant and Smart still going at it. Smart trying to shoo him off. Durant just kept coming at him. Had that whole scene right there. So going to call it double T's here, double technical fouls. 4:04 remaining. I understand your answer earlier.
Foul call on Durant, who has words for Josh Hart as they throw the ball back and forth. And we're going to see double technicals on these two.
See, I don't like the double technical call. Durant threw the ball at him. What's he wanted him to do? Not throw it back?
Absolutely.
Get the instigator, Mike.
He looks at him, he says, stop flopping, and then he throws the basketball. That's a technical foul on Kevin Durant.
And isn't that a possible flagrant when it's up above the shoulders like that?
It was pretty close.
Final 7 seconds. Durant lost the handle initially, and he got Damian at point-blank range again. And Damian Jones to the line. This is all Kevin Durant. And he did not like the way that Drummond fouled him. And now they'll get offsetting tees on KD and Drummond. He came to protect the teammate. You go up and block a shot, that's fine. You shove a guy when he's elevated, that's a no-no.
Let's take a look here. This is a great reaction from Drummond to get there. And part of the reason you go down is because the ball becomes part of your body. And not necessarily it was a real hard foul, but he had his hand on the ball, and that pushes you backward.
Well, he did hit him in the head, but he's going for a block. Now they are going to review it.
Is this the finals?
James and Durant jawing at each other at half court.
You know, if they keep doing this, they're going to give Dante Jones another technical.
Now the officials, you know, we applauded them earlier for not giving double technicals when two guys are going, but this has continued. Well, as the playoff series goes on, tempers flare, they get heated. Officials separate them. They're telling him Durant to go back to the bench. Now let's look.
He is a great rebounding guard.
Durant fouled as he got double teamed. Well, Patrick Beverley, this is what he does best. He's one of the premier defensive players in the league, and he is an absolute irritant. He's the perfect example of those players where if he's on the other team, you hate him, but if he's on your team, he's beloved.
Warriors up 10, the matchup of Patrick Beverley and Kevin Durant. His job is to frustrate, try to irritate, trash talk. At the end of the day, both guys have tremendous respect for one another.
Durant releases down the other end, blocked from behind, but a foul. And Beverly getting into Durant's face. Durant once again just smiling back for continuing the conversation. Are they going to call double technicals? Well defended. Here's Beverly. This time Durant, and a foul call on Durant, who barks at him. Durant, they're both out. They've both been just thrown out of the game. Double technicals, which is automatic because it's a second check for both.
And this would have been just a check on Durant by going towards Beverly. But once Beverly gets up and does his part, then that's both guys. And I would say this, going into game 2, if I'm one of the referees, I'm setting the tone right away.
After a while, you kind of get over that. You know what I mean? Like, right. It is what it is.
Oh, deep. Trey coming up.
How the official missed that? He just swung and hit Carlo right in the stomach. Like,
and Carlos Sainz on the door.
Yeah, because he punched him.
Right. And here's the play you're talking about on the pick.
Look, there's your screen. There's your punch.
Boom.
I'm telling you.
Right.
I didn't know you were looking to write the movie too, but as Dillon Brooks and Kevin Durant get tangled up, and Nick Richards.
Like, he needs some more attention. Now watch this. Okay, now look, they're locked. Look, KD's just trying to get loose. And look, he's laughing and joking. See, so he's
Atlanta, and that he was in the rooms to go lounge. And Kevin Durant just took a shot to the face, man. Hopefully he's okay.
Oh, he's bleeding. Yeah, he is bleeding. And he has some words for Vit Krejci. Now those two guys have to be separated.
Yeah, he's bleeding, man. Now's a big shot, and that's probably going to be upgraded. Should be to a flagrant one, because that's what we've seen probably the last time.
Sometimes a little difficult to fight human nature. Campazzo falls down. Chris Paul working him over a little bit, and Kevin Durant and Scola jaw to jaw.
Scola was involved with Ibaka on Friday night. There's no shrinking violet out there. Well, watch, Campazzo loses his balance. Paul fouls him, hits him in the face first. And then there's the little push off.
I tell you, that little spin was extra.
Oh, yeah. This is good. Very competitive teams.
I'll say this under the culture created by Mike Krzyzewski, the United States basketball program, players included. Most of the players have conducted themselves, friend, extremely well on and off the court.
To take officials some time to adjust to these rules, and maybe there would be an overcorrection as Durant shoved Olynyk. They are going to go to the monitor and review for whether or not this is anything more than.
I mean, you see the forearm shove. The part that you might take a look at initially is the forearm. I don't know if he's.
Kelly Olynyk will shoot too, and Kevin Durant has been ejected.
foul. Shot no good.
And Mike, that's a flagrant foul.
That's a flagrant foul on Durant.
And Gobert and Durant have words.
I don't know what happened prior to it, but two-hand with the elbow shove in the back of Gobert by Durant.
So I have a question. Kelly Oubre got suspended for a similar action. That to me is not suspendable.